Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. So the Jammu and Kashmir reservation bill also passed in the upper house. The opposition staging a walkout even on a day when the Supreme Court in a unanimous decision upheld the centre's decision that they don't find the president's capacity to exercise the decision or the ruling to abrogate Article 370 was nullified. The Chief Justice of India leading a 5-judge constitution bench highlighting that Jammu and Kashmir surrendered its sovereignty while merging with Bharat. And Article 370 was an interim, temporary and transitional arrangement due to war conditions in the state. The Apex Court also upheld the validity of the decision to carve out the Union Territory of Ladakh from the erstwhile state of Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh. The Supreme Court also directed the Election Commission of Bharat to hold assembly elections in Jammu and Kashmir by the 30th of September 2024 and to ensure that statehood is restored to Jammu and Kashmir at the earliest. PM Narendra Modi hailing the court's decision, saying the ruling is a beacon of hope, a promise of a brighter future and a testament to the government's resolve to build a stronger, more united Bharat. But the alliance of the opposition, the INDI alliance, upset with the verdict, claiming that the idea of India itself is lost, but their fight will continue. The question that we asked tonight is, was this 370 abrogation always legally sound, but perhaps politically compromised?
Hello, Moto.
Joining us now, senior leader of the Congress party, Saifuddin Soosji, and along with him, the former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. He was also Speaker of the Legislative Assembly in Jammu and Kashmir for a while. Nirmal Singh ji is with us. Salman Nizami, Chief Spokesperson, DPAP. Pratyush Kant, National Spokesperson of the BJP. And Lalit Ambardar, Kashmiri activist, also with us. But first, going to Saifuddin Soosji and Nirmal Singh ji. Namaste, Jai Hind. Thank you very, very much, gentlemen, for your time. And regret keeping you waiting because the Home Minister was speaking in the House, in the upper house. Saifuddin Soosji, is this a fair question to ask? That 370 could have been abrogated always because it could have passed the test of legal scrutiny, but perhaps there wasn't enough political will. Was it politically compromised, sir, the entire act of abrogating 370?
First of all, I must tell you, you use an expression which is not correct. You said Jammu and Kashmir merged. We never merged with the Union of India. We acceded to India, and that too with a condition that our internal autonomy will stand protected. That was the condition. And this is proved by record. Having said this, I will tell you, it's a great mistake on the part of the central government to have abrogated Article 370 of the Constitution of India. You have to, if you don't care for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, overwhelming majority of people of Jammu and Kashmir are very sad today. If you don't care for that, that is for you to decide. But if people have aspirations, those aspirations will have to be honored. But it was a commitment of the Union government with the Jammu and Kashmir, led by that time Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah, the tallest leader. He proposed that we should, Maharaja Hari Singh acceded. But Government of India, the whole cabinet was of the view that time that unless Maharaja Hari Singh's letter of accession is supported by the popular leadership, it will not be valid. We are a democracy. So we supported that. But the question was that our leadership wanted internal autonomy to be given to us, to be enshrined in the Constitution. And it was enshrined in the Constitution of India and our own Constitution, Jammu and Kashmir, which the Modi government, abrogated. Now you have to decide what people are important. If people of Jammu and Kashmir are not important, they don't count for anything, then you have taken a right decision. But otherwise, overwhelming majority of the people of Jammu and Kashmir are very sad today because internal autonomy had come to us through our own struggle. It is not just that, Government of India has given it to us.
So, sir,
but we had struggled. And it was the culmination of the struggle that we got Article 370 of the Constitution of India.
Okay.
This is the Constitution.
Nirmal Singh ji, how would you want to
Fact.
respond to Saifuddin Soz ji?
I'm sorry that Professor Saifuddin Soz is still in history. And these people, they have not learned from history. What happened during these last 76 years in Jammu and Kashmir? And after this historical verdict of Honorable Supreme Court, I think that debate is over now. He says that the will of the people of Jammu and Kashmir has not been
You are mistaken.
listened to.
There is another court which is much
Please,
above
please,
Supreme
please,
Court. That is
please,
the
I was
Supreme
listening to.
Court.
I was listening to. Please, Professor
may I
Saifuddin, you are a
request
senior
just the
person,
two of
please.
you gentlemen right now?
Please, let me speak.
All right,
Let
go
Nirmal
ahead.
Singh ji
Please.
complete
Go
and then you
ahead.
may counter, sir. Ji, yes, Nirmal Singh ji.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
I'll tell my senior colleague that the people of the India, as also of Jammu and Kashmir, that's in the parliament. This amendment, this abrogation of Article 370 has been done by Parliament of India, and Honorable Supreme Court has upheld it. And Supreme Court of India has said that sovereignty lies with the President of India. In judiciary, Supreme Court is the highest court. We must respect it, and we must not indulge ourselves in history. History is very, you can say, dark in Jammu and Kashmir during these 76 years, when 42,000 people have been killed on this land. We must look towards future, and Professor Saifuddin Soz, who is an intellectual, they must tell the people, they must lead the people. As of now, people are leading these leaders, because the people of Jammu and Kashmir, they have welcomed it. Kashmir is peaceful now. Jammu has welcomed it. People are very happy, and they are only befooling the
This is your
people.
perception.
Now, this cry on Article 370, it's a cry of few people only, 3 families, and those people who are still following those 3 families. That's over now. We must listen to the future. We must see to the future, and future is very bright for us, as Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has promised it. That's the promise of India, of the nation. Now the biggest democracy, the benefits of
Sir, what will
biggest
happen going
democracy of India
forward?
shall be extended to the state of Jammu and Kashmir also.
The future is an important point, but the legal tenability of the decision to abrogate 370 has been upheld by the 5-judge bench. Sir, Saifuddin Soz sahab. So, Professor Soz, when you say that this is a wrong decision by the Honorable Supreme Court, they have gone into the aspect and then they have highlighted the proclamation of the Yuvraj in 1949. And they say, basis that, the entire aspect of sovereignty being decided and accession to Bharat was completed then. And 370 at all points in time was supposed to be temporary and transitional, Soz sahab. Yes, sir.
This temporary and transition had a, you see, there is a hidden connotation. It was through discussions we understood the implication. So it was that time decided not, to avoid any kind of friction. So people of Jammu and Kashmir accepted the word transitory and temporary, but that doesn't mean you will abrogate it all by yourself.
So what do you mean by hidden agenda? So what was the hidden
people of
meaning
Jammu and Kashmir? Here the vibrant mainstream available in Jammu and Kashmir, including BJP. You should have invited them to Delhi and discussed it. You did it unilaterally. So therefore, overwhelming majority of the people of Jammu and Kashmir state are not happy on this abrogation.
The honorable MPs of Jammu and Kashmir were there.
Who?
They were in the parliament.
Who was there?
They raised their voice.
Who was in the parliament
of Jammu and Kashmir? People of Jammu, the MPs of Jammu and
But
Kashmir.
Hassan Masoodi
they were
never
representing the
supported
people
this.
of Jammu and Kashmir. And the major.
One member from Kashmir,
Individuals
Hassan
doesn't
Masoodi,
count.
did not
Professor
support
Saab,
this proposition
you were
in
union
the
minister.
Rajya Sabha.
Individuals don't
Lok Sabha.
count. It's the majority. It's the majority, and everything has been upheld by Honorable
here.
Supreme Court. Now questioning that, it means you are questioning the decision of the honorable
a vast
constitutional
majority
bench.
of the people of Jammu and Kashmir
Please,
state are unhappy on the abrogation of Article 370.
Please come
But
out
that
of history.
professorship is not impaired
Shut
by
this hangover, old
discussion.
hangover. Shut this old hangover. Don't mislead the people. Now people of Jammu and
It is
Kashmir.
for you
they know that
hangover.
what's
I have
the
no
future.
hangover. I am clear on the issue.
Sir, the people of
Abrogation
Jammu and
of
Kashmir,
Article
the
370
people of
is
Jammu and
illegal,
Kashmir,
unconstitutional.
the people of
It is
Jammu and
not
Kashmir
supported by
were the
people
ones
of Jammu and Kashmir.
who unfurled
He's
2
questioning
million
the very
tirangas
honorable
in the
court.
houses of Jammu and Kashmir, and I am counting the 2 million only in the
Yes,
11 districts
yes.
of Kashmir, sir. And this happened on the 15th of August 2023
See,
and also on the 26th of January
can bring
2023.
all-
Saifuddin
you
Sosab,
can
for 70
bring-
years there were
you
no
can
panchayat
bring in-
elections, DDC elections, no grassroots numbers. Voter turnout was 6%
You
and
are,
7%
you are
when
very
elections were
wrong. There
concerned,
was
sir.
panchayat election, there was DDC election. You are wrong.
Sir,
because
DDC
you
elections
don't
for the first
see
time were
counting.
conducted in 70
You
years.
know, you don't know the history.
Sir, the
It is
history.
only for 4-5
Sir,
years
what was the
that
tacit
election
arrangement?
affairs
Are you
was not
trying to
held.
say that there was a commitment given to at that time Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah that there will be there will be 2 nations, 2 constitutions, and 2 emblems? Are you trying to say that only one state out of the
No, it
entire
was
Union of
not
India
that.
would be allowed to have its
was a
own constitution, its own penal
discussion.
code?
It was an arrangement accepted by the Union of India.
These are few
And we
voices
were
have
party
been
to
left.
that
Only
agreement.
few
You have
such
violated
voices have
it.
been left.
You have done.
The
you have
Kashmiris, the
taken
people of Jammu
decision
and
all
Kashmir,
by
they are very
yourself.
happy. There is no burn, no stone parenting.
You know it.
2 crore
They are
people
not
visited
happy.
Jammu
I
and
tell you,
Kashmir
they are
as
very
tourists.
sad.
The people
This is-
of Jammu and
You
Kashmir
are
are earning their
living
livelihood.
in some other
The,
world.
the young youth of
Overwhelming
Kashmir, they are not
majority of the
becoming
people of
terrorists.
Jammu and
Their
Kashmir
recruitment has come
feel
down.
very sad on this occasion.
But these people, they
You
are
see,
beating the old
Jammu and
horse.
Kashmir has a
This
very
is very
strong
unfortunate.
mainstream
But
parties.
people of
You
Jammu
never
and Kashmir, they are not
consulted
listening
them.
to them.
Why did
They have
you
become
invite
irrelevant.
National Conference, Congress,
Actually, they have become
PDP,
irrelevant.
अपनी party to
They have
Delhi?
become irrelevant.
And they would
To do
Very
what, sir?
unfortunate.
To do
You
what,
did
sir?
arbitrary
Sir,
killing.
the court has very clearly upheld that the
Abrogation
president
by
had
the
the
Union of
president's
India
office and the
all by
president of
itself,
India
not in
has the
consultation
powers
with
to
the people of
abrogate
Jammu
an
and Kashmir.
article. That's what they said. The court has said the president need not have taken consent from anybody. The president had the rights to go ahead and abrogate this article.
You must
That
understand.
means legally
You
the
must-
president could
you
have
must
taken this
understand.
call any
Actually,
time over the
one
last
word.
70
These
years,
people,
sir.
they don't have
The president
respect
of
for
India could have
parliament.
taken this
They
call
don't have respect
anytime,
for
sir.
parliament.
They are
No
the
respect for
There is a court
no respect
called
for any
People's
institution,
Court.
democratic
And
institution.
People's Court
No
is
respect
much
for
more important than any
Sir,
other
the
court in
People's
this
Court
This is their-
will be tested.
this is
The
their
People's
reality.
Court will be
People are
tested at the council,
overwhelming-
mayoral council level.
overwhelming
The People's
majority
Court
of
will be
the people
tested
of
at the
Jammu and
Legislative
Kashmir
Assembly level
are very
on or
sad
before
today
the 30th of
that
September
Article
2024.
370
So,
has
Saab,
been abrogated
I wish you very, very well.
unilaterally.
I wish you well, and I hope, sir, that the people give
also wish you
a
well.
decision. The
We
people
shall
of Jammu and
continue to
Kashmir
defer.
hand over a decision that upholds not just the decision of the president, the parliament, but also the Supreme Court of India. And we will know on or before the 30th of September
People of Jammu and
2024. Saab.
Kashmir straight
We will see, sir,
overwhelming majority
the fire,
feel
sir,
sad
for
today
all this while, for 70
abrogation
years,
of Article
bullet ruled
3.
over ballot in Jammu and Kashmir. Now it's the time for the ballot and the people will speak, sir,
That
via
is
the
your-
ballot.
that
We are
is
also
your
looking
version.
forward to it,
There
sir.
were democratic elections.
We are also
here.
looking for it, sir. We are also
you are
looking forward to
one-sided.
it. Saifuddin Sosji and Nirmal Singh ji, thank you very, very much. Thank you
All
very, very much. Aapka bahut bahut dhanyawad. Thank you so much, sir. Let's go across to Pratyush Kant and Lalit Ambardar. We should have Salman Nizami joining us any moment soon. Namaste, Jai Hind, gentlemen. Thank you very, very much. Lalit Ambardar ji, the court saying that the president could have abrogated Article 370 at any point in time. The decision could have been taken by the president. So all these years, the president had the powers. Abrogating Article 370 would have passed the test of legal scrutiny.
Anand, in English literature and political science, if ever you'll be, if ever there's something to be written on Article 370, it is the most everlasting temporary arrangement. Most everlasting temporary arrangement. They made it permanent, almost permanent. And one line before I come to what you actually asked, I want to come to Saifuddin source. You know, Kashmiri Islamist polity is based on lies. What he lied was just now that Article 370 came along with the signing of an instrument of accession. Not at all. The only, as per the Independence of India Act, only the Maharajas were only capable, only allowed to sign the instrument of accession. No one else had any role in that. Not even Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah, he was in the prison. It was only Nehru and Congress who insisted that accession will be signed. Just when Maharaja was begging for accession, Nehru and Congress were they were spurning, they were refusing to do it with the condition that you only get Sheikh Abdullah first, then only you will be signed. That's why Kabali is the Pakistani.
Yeah, those 5 days that we lost so many.
To Baramulla and
23rd to 27th of October, sir.
The whole of Pakistan occupied Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh was cleansed of Hindus and Sikhs. I repeat, not a one Hindu or Sikh is left in Jammu, Pakistan, occupied Jammu, Kashmir and Pakistan because we delayed intervention to counter the Pakistani jihadis there. Anyway, now coming to the Supreme Court, I think this was, first of all, I have been maintaining from day one, this court is my court, India's court, and no court in the world, no court in my court should have even accepted this application challenging accession. That means complete constitutional integration of one part of India with the rest of India. Nevertheless, they have taken it up, the world is seeing the judiciary of India and they've discussed, has bare every aspect of it. And the challengers, whatever point they had put through their advocates, battery of advocates, including Kapil Sibal, whose recent statement is that Assam is part of Burma. It was part of Burma. That's what it is. Now, Saifuddin Sood was mentioning about the absence. He did not acknowledge that there were Kashmiri parliamentarians in the parliament.
Right.
And one of them was Akbar Lone, National Conference Baramulla member of parliament. Can you imagine? This man in the live legislature council of Jammu and Kashmir raised Pakistan Zindabad slogans. And outside when the reporters asked him what you do it, he said, "Main Musalman hu, bhavuk ho gaya, I am a Muslim, I became emotional." And he was rewarded by Sheikh Farooq Abdullah a ticket to Lok Sabha. I will not be surprised if you would have one day said Pakistan Zindabad in the Parliament of India. So coming to the fact of it, this Article 370 was a piece of regressive and most obnoxious constitutional arrangement,
which was perhaps used by certain parties who ensured that they continue to control Jammu and Kashmir as their own personal fiefdom. Now that's been done away with, and more importantly, sir, it was not just the validity. I request you to yield. Two other speakers are there. So 10 seconds more, and sir, and you'll have to yield after that.
Okay.
Yes, Lalit.
Let me complete. And by virtue of Article 370, you had virtually a mini Pakistan flourishing Kashmir all these years. And who were the worst victims of the Kashmiri Hindus. Suffered genocide, and the tools of genocide were murder, mass murder, rape. You know, Anand, in Hamas, when they attacked, 7th October attack on Israel, created so much of reaction all over the world.
Sir,
can you imagine? We Kashmiri Hindus have suffered even worse.
Sir, I'll tell you what. The Kashmiri Hindus also suffered.
Shot in vagina.
The Shia of Kashmir also suffered, sir. For the first time that on the 9th and the 10th day that the entire Jalous happened was also after the abrogation of 370, and it happened only this year. So there are a lot of aspects. The first time that Valmiki's got their rights, SC, STs are getting their rights, Gurkhas are getting their rights. So, sir, even Buddhist
Kashmir has been talking to us that you are lucky you escaped. You know, Kashmiri they say
correct.
In Kashmiri.
Laliji, now you'll have to yield, Laliji. Laliji, you'll have to yield, Laliji. Laliji, I don't want to be disrespectful. You'll have to yield, please. Yes, Salman Nizami. The legality of it has been upheld. The manner in which 370 was abrogated, there were 23 petitions in all, if I remember correctly. Largely was the manner in which 370 was abrogated. Was it legally sound or not? The court has said not only was it legally sound, the president could have abrogated 370 at any point in time. Does that not mean that for nearly 7 decades, the president's office deterred? So it was legally sound, but perhaps politically compromised.
Well, we respect the Supreme Court's verdict, but we were expecting a positive verdict from the Supreme Court, because going through the ground situation from last 3-4 years when Article 370 was revoked, why our party leader Ghulam Nabi Azad called it an unconstitutional and illegal. because people of Jammu and Kashmir were kept in prison. They were not taken into confidence when Article 370 was revoked. Even the mainstream leaders, they were not from Hurriyat, but they believe in Indian Constitution. They have fought election and won election and have taken oath under Indian Constitution. So they were not, taken on board. So second, the ground situation in Kashmir is totally different from the Supreme Court observation, because in last 3-4 years we witnessed lot of terror attacks, not only in Kashmir but also in Jammu province. In the Gandhari terror attack, in which innocent people were killed. Selective killings have been, we witnessed selective killings in Kashmir, in which Kashmiri Pandits were targeted, migrant laborers were targeted. If you remember, when Azad Sahab was Chief Minister, so we declared Jammu province as 0% militant zone. But right now, terrorism activities are more in Jammu province than in Kashmir. So I don't see any change in J&K if we will go by the statements of BJP
sir,
leaders.
I'll tell you,
they claim that Kashmiri Pandits will return to Kashmir.
The numbers and the data and the information speaks for itself. I don't want to get into the data to disprove again what you have said, because the Union Home Minister has said it on the floor of Parliament, and that's on record, sir. That is already on record, sir. The legality of it has been upheld by the court. That the court said that the President's office could have done this, and it was always empowered to do this. And that instrument of accession itself submitted was temporary and transitional. 54 times the President's powers and the President's writ has been implemented in Jammu and Kashmir already, and 370 was far diluted. So this is a bogey. Anyway, Pratyush Kant, quickly, sir. Pratyush Kant. No, sir. That was no, sir. But 370 and to try 370 was important to ensure. 370 was important to ensure that everybody got it their revenge. Sir, the Gawalas also got their due. The Gawalas got their due. The Valmikis got their due. The Buddhists got their due. The Christians got their due. The women of Jammu and Kashmir got their due. Especially Kashmir got their due. 1 minute, Salmanji, please yield. Pratyush Kant.
More than 20,000 Kashmiri Muslims have sacrificed their lives for this country.
No, sir.
We fought terrorism.
Sir.
Kashmiri Pandits are still being killed in Kashmir.
Sir, the numbers have come down drastically. The number of recruitments have come down, sir, from 100 to 9 between Jan and October 2023. It was 9 recruits which happened, sir. Terrorism recruitment had come down because mainstream employment has gone up. Schools have operated unclosed. They have operated continuously for the first time through the entire academic year, only for the first time in the last 35 years, sir. Salmanji, there are so many other information I can share with you. I have gone into the heartland of Jammu and Kashmir, not just into the capital cities, not just into the capital and not just into the main cities. Salmanji, don't crowd the debate. Pratyush Kant, does this not highlight the Supreme Court's verdict today? Does it not highlight that there was not political will? It was politically compromised, the decision to abrogate 370, sir, over the last 60 years. Pratyush ji, can you hear me?
I couldn't hear so many. I just want to say, now I can hear you. I am just going to add a few lines. See, if you want to understand, today, you have to search for tomorrow, yesterday. See, what we have done here is, which everybody, including Professor Soos, missed out, that now the data speaks for itself. Since I don't want to get into what Home Minister has already said on the floor of the Parliament, but look what has been achieved till date. The stone pelting cases have come down. The youth are back in system. 2 lakh students are playing sports. 2 crore visitors are there. Tourists are there. Everybody is missing the point. It was the tenacity, the robustness of the Prime Minister's policy for Jammu and Kashmir which is yielding results here. Professor Soos and the likes are totally drawn in some history which has become meaningless now. We are looking at Kashmir like an integral part of India, with 3-tier of democratic system being set in place, and what we are talking about is development. All these people are talking about are families.
Right.
They have to govern Kashmir. Kashmir has paid the price for it, and now is the time for us to reap benefits of all the schemes which Prime Minister has got for every other states in the country, barring Jammu and Kashmir.
Right, sir,
This
I've
is
just
the
got news
challenge,
coming through. I
and
have
we
to
have
interrupt
met.
you. I've just
It
got
was
news coming through.
much
Our
needed.
investigations editor Manoj Gupta getting us these details. Top sources within